I'm going to preview the Baylor versus West Virginia women's volleyball game, which will be played November 7th at 7 p.m. Central Time on ESPN+. Of course, there will be last notes as well, and I apologize for looking down because I can't memorize all this stuff. And I'm pre-recording this ahead of time before the polls come out, by the way, so we'll see if Baylor's ranked or not. It's because they did lose to Colorado despite winning the first set. The score was 25-14, 19-25, 15-25, and 20-25. Thus, Baylor is 12-8 on the year, 7-5 in the Big 12. Now, I will say, West Virginia does have the same amount of losses, 14-8 overall, but they're 2-8 in conference. And their last game was against Kansas, and they got swept. 3 sets of none, 16-25, 18-25, 17-25. But I will say, one of their conference wins was against BYU. And it was a 3 sets of 2 match. So I would not sleep on this team by any means, and I put the stats as well as the roster for West Virginia in the description below, so y'all can see it. And I do not know the injury stats for West Virginia going into this game. I do expect no matter what, Baylor should be at least a receiving votes team. It's more like, are they going to be ranked or are they not going to be ranked? That's really the ultimate question. And the first player to keep an eye on is, I don't know if she's going to play because she's only played 33. 33 sets. I'm not going to go over that player, actually. The next player I would definitely go over is Anna Barr, number 2. A 6'1" opposite, that's a freshman. 73 kills on 187 attempts with 26 attacking errors. 3 assists, 14 digs, 31 blocks, 1 solo, 3 blocking errors. The next player for sure to keep an eye on is Cassidy Tanton, number 3. A 6-foot outside hitter that is a redshirt senior. 215 kills on 555 attempts with 79 attacking errors, 11 assists, 18 service aces, 32 service errors, 17 receiving errors, 146 digs, 20 blocks, 2 of those solo, and 2 blocking errors. The next player I would say is Ely Painter, Ely, number 4. A 5'4" defensive specialist / libero that is a sophomore. No kills on no attempts. 7 assists, 2 service aces, 8 service errors, 53 digs. That's really it. Alexis Vold. FINNVOLD, number 5. A 5'11" setter that is a junior. 13 kills on 31 attempts with 3 attacking errors. 538 assists, most on the team. 38 service aces, 50 service errors. Yeah, both of those are the most. 146 digs, 14 blocks, 0 solo, 2 blocking errors, and 1 ball handling error. This London Betts, number 6. A 5'5" libero / defensive specialist as a senior. 2 kills on 9 attempts with 2 attacking errors. 110 assists, 15 service aces, 18 service errors, 21 receiving errors, 307 digs, which is the most on the team, 1 block, 0 solo, and 2 ball handling errors. This Sarah Pfiffner, PFIFFENR, is very end. Number 7. A 6-foot setter that is a freshman. 1 kill on 13 attempts with 1 attacking error. attacking error, 286 assists, 9 service aces, 27 service errors, 82 receiving error. 82 no receiving errors. Yeah, and 82 digs, 2 ball handling errors. Then is Layla Ibrahim, number 8. A 6'1" middle blocker that is a senior. 99 kills on 221 attempts with 33 attacking errors, 2 assists, 20 digs, 88 blocks, which is the most on the team, 17 solo, and 8 blocking errors. This Chalina Federer, and I actually skip down a bit here and go to Nina Horning, Horning, number 13. A 6'4" outside hitter that is a junior. 235 kills, which is the most on the team, on 642 attempts, which is most on the team, with 84 attacking errors. 16 assists, 29 service aces, 42 service errors. 42 receiving errors, most on the team by far. 145 digs, though, 36 blocks, 5 of those solo, 3 blocking errors, 1 ball handling error. Then I'll go down to Trinity Sheridan, number 18. A 5'11" opposite. That is a redshirt junior. 229 kills on 532 attempts with 73 attacking errors, 4 assists, 4 service errors, 43 digs, 48 blocks, 2 of those solo, 4 blocking errors, 1 ball handling error. And the last player is Maddie McGath, number 22. A 6'2" middle blocker that is a junior. 147 kills on 296 attempts with 40 attacking errors, 13 assists, 12 service aces, 33 service errors. 1 receiving error, 56 digs, 86 blocks, 16 solo, and 4 blocking errors. Obviously, whatever you did right last game, you got to bring in this game. Whatever you did wrong last game, you got to correct for this game. And yeah, you have a great start. And usually when Baylor wins first sets, they don't lose matches. I mean, the only match that they lost prior to that Colorado one was, despite winning the first set, was against Kansas. So you got to be more consistent across the board. And you need a get right spot. And this is one of those. But I'm not overlooking this team because they did beat a ranked BYU team. And they did also beat Houston in the conference as well. I know. So you get the point. I wouldn't sleep on them. You got to make adjustments on the fly, both offensively and defensively, throughout the match, not just from set to set, but during those sets. And start fast in each of the sets. It would really help. And you gotta be good on your side outs, both offensively and defensively. You gotta limit, you don't want to have any free points out there like a football or a rotation error. Yeah, you don't want to have those. And sometimes your best defense sometimes comes from your serving. So serve tough. I mean, get them out of system. And obviously, if they have overpasses, you gotta take advantage of those. Or if there's a free ball, you got to take advantage of those. You got to win the jousting in the air. You got to limit your net violations in general. And same thing goes for your blocking errors. Might have to adjust your hands some just so that way the ball stays in. And you need to try to dig every ball that you could and try to get your and you gotta have your blocking step up, especially to shut down the best players in terms of kills. And if you could tell where they're gonna go, yeah, try to shut that down as much as possible. And sometimes you gotta win those long rallies because it does impact how the set goes sometimes, and even the match itself. and try to limit those service errors as much as possible. You don't want to hit the ball to the net. If you're going to do a service error, I'd rather miss like deep a little bit, barely, or a little bit out on the sides. But you get the whole point. You gotta receive the ball well. I mean, to set up your offense and try to stay in system as much as possible. And you gotta be more consistent offensively, and try to have like variety on offense, unless they can't stop a certain player all match. Continue to go with the hot hand, and whether it's like through the middle or outside hitter or opposite, doesn't really matter. Or even the setter go for a kill a time or two. So yeah, and let's try to bounce back from this last road trip to Iowa State. And I know that loss stings, but they also beat Arizona State as well. So Ames is not an easy place to play. And clearly Colorado is a lot better than last year. So still, you need to find a way to protect your home games, and you have to start a winning streak. If you have any shot to be a top 4 seed, you got to start winning games. In general, I don't care how. Whether it's 3 sets to 2 or 3 sets to 1 or 3 sets to 0, it doesn't really matter. And you don't need to play down to the level of the opponent's opponent. You got to pretend they're like a Texas out there, or a BYU, a TCU, an Arizona State. You get the whole point. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens, and get your home crowd involved as much as possible, while trying to take the crowd, like some of the West Virginia fans out there, out of the game. And don't be intimidated by the opponent as well. And I know there might be some questionable calls, but you got to make plays to win. And I know you have a certain amount of challenges, but you don't want to challenge every single play, because what if you lose those challenges and then you're out until maybe the 5th set, if there is even a 5th set. So still, you got to protect home court here. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like, subscribe button. See you guys later on our 800 Scrum Score's ultimate goal is 1,000 more. So remind this course, like video, comment video really helps YouTube algorithm. Some more people see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people could watch. And if you're watching and not subscribed, hit subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well.